What's going on? theAPEcoach from Six Pack Gaming, and today we are bringing you a sponsored video from the guys over at BNB Heroes. Alright, so they got in touch with me. They wanted me to cover their project. I looked into it, talked with the project leader, and it actually seems like a really solid project. So we're going to be diving into everything that this game has to offer. It's a new game coming to the Binance Smart Chain, and as you see here, it is the first play to earn NFT game with BNB Rewards, which is super cool. So they have their IDO coming up very soon. We're going to tell you how you can get into that. We are actually going to be doing a giveaway for 7 spots in the on the whitelist for the IDO for their token. And then they have we've got some beta gameplay coming up later this week that we'll show in a future video, as well as their character minting. There's going to be a limited mint to get into this game. There's only going to be 10,000 characters for the first minting, so it is going to be very limited. But anyways, let's get into it. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed, and turn on notifications so you never miss these updates and sponsor videos where I try to hook you guys up as well. Always want to support the community anytime we're able to get these opportunities. I always try to work something out for you guys for supporting the channel and being a part of the community. So be sure that you're subscribed and you got those noties on so you never miss the new videos on the best upcoming play to earn NFT game projects. And let's dive right into BNB Heroes. Well, here's just a quick overview of the site here. We've got the home, tokenomics, heroes, blah blah blah. So here is a look at the design. It's kind of this medieval warrior themed thing, so pretty cool design. Kind of reminds me of like a like a comic book sort of thing. They have their Git book. This is like their white paper here. They have their BNBH contract address there. And then here are the unique NFT heroes. So same sort of concept. They're like these cool little card characters here. They've got enemies, and this is pretty crazy here. So defeat enemies and bosses to earn up to 0.4 BNB per day. So at the current price of BNB, that's like, I think $200, something like that. So that is pretty substantial. That is really cool to see. The lands are filled with Red Skull Army invaders and their monsters. The BNB King will pay you directly in BNB for each enemy killed. So this is pretty cool. There's the ability to earn actual BNB tokens, like the Binance Smart Chain, or like the Binance token from playing this game. So that is pretty amazing, and the fact that you can actually earn BNB is really cool because, again, it's going to help sustain the price of the actual in-game token as well, because you can use your in-game tokens. There's a ton of utility in-game for the game token, which I really like. So people are going to want to use their tokens in-game, and then you have the ability to get rewarded in actual BNB as well. So it's not going to affect the token price so much with people selling for profits and that sort of thing, right? Because one of their major focuses when I was talking with them is on sustainable, like having a sustainable economy, right? They've seen, just like you and I have seen, all these games that have come and gone in a week's time, that promise these crazy rewards, and then the economy tanks after a week or two because there's no way of sustaining it. That was like one of their major focuses on this. So that's something that I'm very I'm happy to see, right? I want something that's going to last longer term. I want something that I'm actually going to be able to play for more than a week before it's the economy's dead on it, right? So here are some of the things that I was talking about for using the in-game coin for the utility. So rebuild your stronghold to boost your rewards, stats, XP, and more. All your stronghold buildings can be upgraded to level 4 in order to receive different perks such as increasing BNB rewards per fight, faster HP regen, more XP per fight, and more. All right, and then this is kind of a cool, they just have this slider of upgrading your little tavern thing here, your little inn. So that's a pretty cool feature on the site. I like that. This is linking to the white paper. They have some of their media here, and then here is just a little overview of the core team. So they got their project leader, Matt. This is the guy that I've been talking with. And then there's the game developer, artist, and the man in charge of all the smart contracts. So small team, but it's a fairly simple, straightforward game. So it's, it makes sense, right? It's this is like a project that I kind of want to see, right? Like something that's very simple and sort of easy to implement and get functioning quickly, an agile team that's able to, you know, get things done and deliver on the actual sort of like promises in the game, and then the focus on the economy and so actually sustaining the economy. So let's dive into the white paper. Let's go over some of the main features of this, what looks cool about it, and then we'll see, you know, what you guys think about it, and we will tell you all about the IDO. Alrighty, so here is a little bit of the story here. So years ago, an unknown force invaded our lands from the south. They are called the Red Skulls, led by a vicious commander who has never been seen. The BNB scouts have only seen a glimpse of him. You are tasked by the BNB King to rebuild and stabilize the southeastern stronghold recently pillaged and destroyed by the Dead Army. The Red Skulls are gaining ground, and the stronghold of the east is now yours to rebuild and manage by recruiting heroes. The BNB Kingdom is filled with heroes who once fought monsters and abominations which lurk the land for fame and fortune. Now, most unite to fight the common threat of the Red Skulls, recruit these heroes, and fight the invading forces. Get paid by the BNB King for each enemy slain. Okay, and then here is their token. So they are going to have their own in-game token as well, which is BNBH. Now, this isn't going to be, you know, just an in-game token. It is going to be on-chain as well, right? So you are going to be able to convert this to BNB or, you know, perhaps like USDT or BUSD or whatever. So it says BNB Heroes is the first play-to-earn crypto game built on the Binance Smart Chain, which rewards players directly in BNB. So I think this is for like your boss fights, right? So players use BNB Hero Token to recruit heroes, upgrade buildings, purchase various items. So pretty much everything in-game, you use BNBH, their token, right? And then you complete missions in order to receive your rewards in BNB. So that is very, very cool, right? So you're using the in-game token to actually interact with the game and play the game and all that, but then your rewards are being paid out in BNB, not the in-game token. And then they also have, this is kind of their tokenomics. So they have this massive burn feature, 36% burn, in order to, I guess, constantly keep the value of BNBH up. There is 36, that's what we just talked about, 36 million. So it's a total supply of 100 million tokens. I believe 36%, the largest percent of the tokens is actually being burnt. So that is pretty cool. That means it's going to sustain the value of the token itself. They had their private sale, they sold 4%. Their public pre-sale is going to be 30 million tokens, so 30%. And then they have their liquidity pool, 21%, and the dev team and marketing is 9%. So it's nice to see that, you know, the liquidity is going to be kind of like one of the biggest pools here. And then they're actually burning over a third of the tokens, right? That is pretty huge. And then there is a BNB Rewards pool, which is going to be 11%, and a liquidity pool, I guess, as well, which is 1%. And then here are the token addresses, and they actually have, you know, the token contract address and the rewards pool right here in the white paper. That's what I like to see, nice and transparent. You're going to be able to see, you know, what, like, you can see the price action of the token, you can see what the rewards pool is like, and so you can keep an eye on things and how the game is going, right? So the BNB rewards, all in-game rewards, are paid by the BNB Rewards smart contract, which is the BNB rewards pool. This contract is 100% safe and audited. It cannot be tampered with by anyone. This is what we were talking about here. So they found, you know, the problem with normal crypto PvE games today is, you know, it's very common for a play-to-earn crypto game to be crashing right from the start when players cash out their rewards. This makes the whole project lose value, and the token will be dead in a matter of a few days, making players lose all their money, right? We've seen this in several games, not to name many, but Dragon Slayers. But there was quite a few, right? It's very unfortunate to see these games taking no foresight into sustaining the economy of the game, and they just tank and everyone loses their money, and it's, you know, it's stupid, right? Like, the team makes a few bucks in the beginning. Meanwhile, they could have made 10 times more if they just actually figured out how to sustain the economy of the game, and they built the player base up even more. But you know, it is what it is. Now let's move on and focus on this, because this is all the positive stuff. Here are the mechanisms BNBH has in place to control the price. So we are the first NFT game, like we've said many times, that will reward players in BNB. By doing so, players do not need to sell their BNBH in order to cash out rewards. They can hold BNBH long term. 50% of all in-game purchases and spending goes back to the rewards pool. So that is huge. 50%, half of all the spending goes back to the rewards pool, and then the other half goes to the burn wallet. So that sounds really good, right? You know, most of these games you see, they're like, oh yeah, 2% goes back to the rewards pool. And so what that eventually leads to is 98% of the price disappearing, right? 98% of the price just being sold off. All right, so we're burning 36% of the BNBH supply, which will increase the value of BNBH and reward long-term holders. So again, that's incentivizing you to hold on to the BNBH token, because ideally it's going to gain value over time. There's going to be weekly events with huge BNB and XP rewards, which will encourage players to hold and spend their BNBH. So it sounds like you're, you know, maybe there's going to be a feature that you buy into these weekly events with your BNBH and you get bigger rewards in BNB and experience. So that is very cool. Arena runs, which will increase the use case for BNBH and allow winners to win unique and limited hero NFTs, tradable via MetaMask and OpenSea, etc. 1% of every buy, sell, and trade goes to the liquidity pool to ensure a more stable price floor. And then leveling up now costs 200 BNBH per level, which will add more usability for game tokens. So I guess to level up your characters, you spend a bit of BNBH as well. So again, it's, you know, there's a lot of utility. Players can upgrade buildings using BNBH to get the most out of the game. And then expansions and add-ons are coming so that players can use the token in a variety of ways. So they've already got several mechanisms. You know, they've got the burn, they have 50% going back to rewards. They have different sort of events and in-game utility, upgrading characters, leveling up characters, upgrading your buildings, and all of this stuff, all using the in-game token. And then they're actually rewarding you in BNB rather than their BNBH token. So that is very, very cool. So to start playing, you need to hold at least 5,000 BNBH, and that is what each hero is going to cost. Each recruitment is 5,000 BNBH. And then it says after recruitment, your hero would take 12 hours to arrive to the barracks so that you can actually start playing with it, but you can also pay an extra 500 BNBH to expedite the travel time for your new hero. So you could just pay 5,500 and just get to use your hero right away, or you can pay 5,000 and just wait for, you know, the 12 hours so you can start playing. So that's a really cool feature. I've never seen something like that before, but again, that's incentivizing people to actually utilize their BNBH, their in-game token. Send your hero to fight various enemies, earn BNB and XP for each enemy you slay. So you use BNBH and experience to level up your heroes, and then each level will allow you to earn more BNB in the future missions. Use your earned BNB to reinvest into BNBH in order to recruit more heroes, upgrade your town buildings, allow heroes to level up, and take a shot at the arena run to win a BNB prize pool. So this is actually incentivizing you to, you know, not only not sell your BNBH for rewards, but it's incentivizing you to take your BNB rewards and reinvest them into BNBH, you know, causing more people to buy BNBH so that you can use it in game. You can get more heroes, you can upgrade your buildings and level up your heroes and do these arena runs. So really, really awesome features I'm seeing here. Here's just a breakdown of the leveling and the different sort of stats, I guess, for the heroes. So you've got 1 all the way up to level 101. So I'm assuming that will take a very long time. Town upgrades here. So this is really cool. It's not just like you have one little house or something that you upgrade. There's multiple buildings that all do different things. So there's so many different ways that you can use your BNBH tokens to be able to, like, you know, improve your rewards from the game. So there's the BNB vault. This is, I guess, kind of like your bank that farms rewards over time. So level 1 is just ruins of the building, and then once you get to level 2, it says every day you're going to be getting 1,200 BNBH plus 5% to your BNB rewards for your missions. Level 3, it looks like, is the same. Now, I don't know if this is like a stack, like, you know, if level 3 adds an extra 1200, or if it's just still the exact same, so that you have to actually level it up twice to level 4, and then you start getting 2500 for every 2 days. So that's only slightly more than this. That would be 2250 per day, or sorry, 1250 per day. So you're only getting an extra 50 per day at level 4, but you do get 10% extra BNB rewards, right? So you're going to be earning passively each day, which is very, which is awesome. And then when you're going out and doing your PvE things, you're going to be earning more from those as well. Then you have the town inn. So again, level 1, building ruins. It looks like same sort of earnings, right? 1200 per day, 2500 per 48 hours for level 4. And this is minus 7% to hero HP loss. And then the max hero cap is 3. So this actually helps you increase the size of your team. Okay, so if you have this level 2, you can have up to 3 heroes. At the beginning, you can only have 2. And then level 3, you get 4 heroes. Level 4, you get 5 heroes, and that is the max amount you can have on your team. Then there's the barracks, which increases your experience. So again, up to level 4 is 100 XP extra on each fights. And now I have to confirm, I don't know if this is actually earning passive earnings for this. I think this might actually be the cost of attaining these things, right? It might be that this is how much you have to spend in order to upgrade these things. So every day you might have to spend 1200 BNBH, and then you're getting some extra BNB rewards, and then you have to reinvest those into BNBH to keep your buildings leveled up. I'm not 100% sure. So I will confirm that with the team as well, whether this is earnings per day or if that's what you have to spend per day in order to level up your vault and all of that stuff. And then, sorry, the last thing is the training grounds, which helps increase your hero's attack and speed. So again, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100. Okay. And then here's the fights, special missions, and a weekly battle event. So let's check out the fights. Hero's attack is used to calculate the success rate. The hero's speed is used to calculate the bonus and BNB rewards, and the hero's armor is used to reduce the HP loss per fight. These special missions are limited and earn better BNB rewards, and they have a cooldown. Okay, so one of the special missions is to infiltrate and sabotage an enemy camp. The base reward is 0.25 BNB, so that's already pretty big. That's like $100, right? 125 bucks or something like that. That's a pretty big reward for this. There's a 55% success chance, all right? But if you fail, your hero HP regen will be on cooldown for 8 hours. Okay, so you only have a 55% chance of winning this, but if you lose, you've got 8 hours before you can use your heroes again, right? So there's a bit of a penalty if you lose, but there's a big reward if you win. So that is another cool feature, right? And then here's another one, 0.45 BNB. So that's getting up there. That's like 250 bucks. It's a 50-50 toss up. And if you lose, you got to wait 12 hours, right? So you could try that like once in a day and flip a coin. If you happen to win it, bam, you just made yourself huge cash and you're probably set for the day anyway. If not, you're going to have to sit out for half the day, right? So, and then all players participate in the weekly battle event in order to defeat invading armies. The outcome of these events shape the game for all players in the coming week. Well, that is pretty cool. So all the players do a weekly battle, and then it shapes the game for the following week. So if the enemy forces win, all fights and missions will be decreased. Wow, this is very cool. I've never seen something like this. So this is like a game wide, like a server wide raid, like boss battle. And so you want everyone to be participating in this and joining in the fights, because if the enemies happen to win this weekly fight, then all the rewards from the missions are decreased by 5% for the whole next week. But if the players win, they all increase by 5% for the coming week. It says this is just an example of the consequence. There'll be different consequences depending on the boss event, but that is really, really cool. I have not seen a game do something like that. And it reminds me of a game that I played obsessively as a kid growing up, Conquer Online. There was a weekly guild battle where literally every top player in the server would, in their guilds, would fight to control a pole that was in the guild castle. And it was all weekend long. It was like a 48-hour event, and the final guild to have control of that guild castle basically got rewards for that for the whole following week. So very, very cool concept. I'm actually really excited for that. And then here is the BNB Arena. So I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of like wager system or something, but let's see. So payers can pay a fee of 500 BNBH to enter the Crown Arena. 100% of fees will go into normal BNB Rewards pool. So that is cool. So everyone who buys into this arena, all of those are going straight back to the rewards for everyone else, right? And so now players will battle as many random enemies in a row as possible until they're defeated. Oh, okay. So this is like a last man standing, kind of like old school MMA fights, right? It used to just be like a tournament style where you would fight one person. If you beat them, you would stay in the ring, and then the next opponent would come out. So that is pretty cool. So level 1, 5 random tier 1 enemies. You got a 90% chance of winning. And then level 2 is 5 to tier 2 enemies, you got 85%, then tier 3 is 80%, and then there's a random boss fight for level 4, that's a 70% success rate. The top 15 players who have the biggest win streak will split the total BNB weekly prize pool. So for example, if the prize pool is 10 BNB, prize distribution will be as follows. That's a huge prize, that would be sweet. So the percentage of the total prize pool, first place gets 30%, 3 BNB. That would be nuts, right? Like that's right now, that's like $1,600. That is huge for one fight, right? For one arena. Second 20%, then 10%, 4.5 for 4th to 6th, 7th to 10th get 3.5, and 11th to 15th get 2.5. So that's still pretty solid, right? Like 0.25 BNB, even for coming 15th. That's like, I don't know, $125 or something right now. That's enough to buy, probably a whole nother character or two. Like, that's solid. The more we're diving into all of the features of this, the more excited I'm getting for the release of this. And this game is moving fast. The team is moving really quick, and we're gonna see a lot of things happening, within the next week. So if you're excited about this, you definitely want to be paying attention and following with their socials and all of that, following them on Twitter, on their Discord, on their Telegram. I will link all of that down below. And make sure you're sticking around, because we're gonna have 7 whitelist spots that we're going to be doing a giveaway for. All right, so let's go over some of the rest of this real quickly here, and then we will talk about the IDO coming up, the character NFT minting, and everything else that's coming soon for this game. The stats and fighting, this is something that will be better if you just kind of look into it yourself, because it might be a little bit hard to understand here. But so this is example fight with a 70% success chance and base reward of 0.015 BNB. If the hero's attack is between 400 to 490, then the fight bonus is 4%. So I'm not sure exactly how this is calculated, but this is saying if the hero's speed is 700, then this affects the multiplier of the BNB reward. So this says 700 times the base reward, which is 0.015 divided by 1,000 equals 0.0105. So I guess this is an additional bonus that you would get to the rewards. So if you have higher speed, you actually get higher rewards in BNB. So instead of just getting the 0.015, you'd actually be getting 0.0255, right? So you're getting almost double for having higher speed with your heroes. So again, it makes you want to improve your heroes and level them up, because not only is it going to improve your success rates of winning the fights, it's going to increase your rewards, and it's going to decrease how much health you lose by increasing your armor which is going to allow you to either do more fights or be able to fight again sooner, right? Like if you don't have to regen as much health, I'm assuming it'll get back to full health quicker and you'll be able to do, you know, more fights, right? And then here is another example just with a 60% chance. So look through that. Here is the claiming of rewards. So the first time a player gets a reward, it will go into the player's town hall treasury. There'll be a 48-hour locking period before the rewards can be claimed manually. Okay, so they're implementing right off the bat a two-day sort of holding period so that people can't just, you know, get their rewards on day one and then dump it immediately. And then here is another feature to help sustain the economy. So after 48 hours, the player can claim their rewards immediately, but they'll be taxed a 20% fee. So you're only going to be getting 80% of your rewards if you wait 2 days. But it says this fee will decrease by 2% each day so that by the 10th day, there will be no more fees for claiming your total rewards. So basically you'll have to wait 12 days after winning your rewards to be able to claim the full amount with no taxes and no fees. Right, so again, that's going to sustain the economy, right? If people have to wait 12 full days to get their, you know, their full rewards back, and people are continuing to play the game and spend the token in the game to improve their characters, improve their buildings, and that sort of thing, it's going to help sustain the economy, and it's going to keep the price a lot more stable and allow more people to, you know, continue to buy into the game, to continue to fuel the economy. So I think that's a smart move. Right? I know everyone wants to get a 2-day return on their investment or whatever, but you have to understand that if the returns are that fast, the game is not gonna last, right? Like it's gonna be dead in a couple days. So I would much rather have something that, you know, we can play for 6 months, a year, you know, however long, continue to play years in the future, rather than have something that gets you $200 back in 2 days and then it's dead in those 2 days, right? Because yeah, you made your money back, then what? Then it's done, and then you have to go try to find another game and hope that, you know, you can get your rewards back again. And, you know, so I like this idea. I like that it's a more sustainable approach, right? And then after claiming, the process will start back again, right? So once you've claimed your rewards, this sort of period, this locking period and all of that resets, the taxes resets, then you have to wait another 12 days. Right? 50% of the tax goes back to the rewards pool, and then 50% goes to the burn wallet. Okay, so not only is the are the fees going back to the rewards pool to replenish it, half of those are actually being burnt as well. So it's topping up the rewards that you're getting, and it's increasing the value in the BNBH tokens. Right? So if you're just holding on to your BNBH long term, you believe in the project and you'd want to just hold, every time someone claims their rewards and cashes out, you're actually gaining more value on your BNBH, right? So that is pretty cool. All right, now here are the heroes. So you've got hero recruitment. There is going to be a limit on how many heroes that you can recruit. So each account can have only up to 5 heroes max. If players wish, they can sell their heroes on the marketplace and recruit new heroes. There'll be a max limit of recruitment actions in the whole game to be determined, after which recruitment of BNB heroes will be closed forever. Okay, so they do have some form of population control to ensure that they're maintaining value in these NFT characters. They don't want to just have, you know, the ability to mint infinite characters so that they have no real value anymore. They want them to be a limited supply so that, you know, eventually, in order for people to, you know, get into the game, they're gonna have to buy one of these heroes off of the market. So it's gonna, you know, long term, it's gonna hold the value of the NFTs in the game as well, which is another great thing to, you know, sustain the economy of the game and sustain the value of an investment for the investors, right? So this is saying once minting of BNB Heroes is closed, there'll be 2 new chances to mint and own new characters in game. So this is after the first initial BNB Heroes mint, which we'll be talking about very soon. So it says after recruitment's no more, all players can mint champion NFTs from the town inn. The concept's the same with a random champion drop. There will be at least 12 new champion characters, and each of the champions will have slightly lower base stats than the heroes. So the heroes, the first main heroes, I guess I'll tell you now, there's only going to be 10,000 of the first heroes. So it's going to be a very limited supply, and they are going to be higher rarity, higher scarcity, higher value in game. Okay, because every other hero after this, the champions and then later mercenaries, are going to be a little bit weaker than the previous. Okay, so this has slightly lower base stats. There will be a max limit of champions to be minted in the whole game. When this is reached, no more champions will be minted, and then after that, then there'll be mercenaries added, and the exact same thing. So mercenaries will have slightly less than champions, and there'll be a max limit of these as well. And then when the max limit is reached, no more characters can be minted anymore. That is it. Once the heroes are done, then it's champions. Once the champions are done, then it is mercenaries. And once those are done, that is it. That is the entire sort of NFT population in the game. And so then they're going to be a lot more scarce and rare. And then let's talk about the drop rates and the rarity here. There's going to be 5 different rarities here, and here's the various drop rates. So common up to legendary. Legendary, there's only a 3%. Common is a 43%, so you're most likely going to get a common. But if you happen to get a legendary, it's going to be super, super rare, and you're probably going to be getting crazy earnings from it. So again, there's a little bit of RNG there. And then here is all the different characters, right? So there's different names of characters that are both common, uncommon, and then here are the rare ones. So there's Lady Ella of Tyr, Sir Bertrand, you know, some epics here, Helia Stormcall, and some legendaries like Duke Daskair IV and Sir Aston, right? And then again, we kind of went over the stats. There's going to be attack speed and health. This is going to calculate your success rate. So your attack is going to affect your success rate. Your speed is going to affect your BNB rewards. And then your HP is going to, or I think defense or HP is going to affect how often you're able to fight or how long your warriors have to rest. Just an overview of some of the, you know, common heroes here. So these actually look really cool. You know, this guy with the bow, kind of like that, little ninja dude. Then we have the uncommons. They're a little bit more armored up, a little bit, you know, more vibrant colors. The rares, 3 of those. Those were on the homepage of the site. The epics. Oh, these look pretty badass. Nice, like mages. And then the legendaries. These guys look nuts. I kind of want this dude. The master mage, Uria the Sage. I kind of want that dude. Yeah, he's the fastest, 900 attack, 500 armor. So these guys have more armor, which makes sense because they're armored knights. But this guy has more speed and the same attack. Actually, this guy has a little less attack. So yeah, I would want this guy, I think. But I mean, obviously we can't choose, right? It's just going to be random. But if I happen to get this guy, I don't know, someone's looking out for me or something, right? Those were the heroes. Those are going to be the initial mint that is actually coming up on the 8th. Okay, so we'll get to that. But then here is the first expansion. These are the champions that we talked about, and then there's also going to be with that new bandits and enemies and rewards, new special missions, new bosses. And then next expansion is the mercenaries, and then here's just an overview of some of the various enemies. So they're just those basic guys, and then here's sort of the bosses of each week. That is the whole white paper. That's like all the main features of the game. I'm actually super excited about it. I think they did a great job of thinking of longevity of the economy, being able to sustain the value of the NFTs, incorporating a ton of utility for their in-game token, and then the idea of rewarding in BNB rewards rather than their BNBH token. I think that's a very cool concept. So I'm really excited to see how this game plays out, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it. The next big thing coming up, we have the public presale. So there is a whitelist contest going on right now. I will have the link for this down in the description below, but essentially it is going to be on a pink sale right here, and it is going to be a price of 1.28 cents per BNBH. So at the time, this was based on a price of 480. Obviously, BNB is pumped a little bit more. But so this was saying 1 BNB would be 37,500 BNBH. I guess now with the price being a little more, it would be closer to 35,000. They have the soft cap at 400 BNB, the hard cap at 800 BNB. So that's kind of their funding targets that they're aiming for. There's going to be a pancake swap listing, which is going to be the same price as well. And then the contribution amounts. So there's a minimum of 0.2 BNB up to a maximum of 2 BNB. So that is, I believe, about $100 up to around like $1,000 to $1,100 for the max contribution. So it's nice that, you know, there's not going to be whales that are just owning all of the tokens. There is that limit of only 2 BNB per person. Now this is going to be at 1 p.m. UTC for the contest. So this is going to be running for the rest of this week. It has already started. So again, I will have the link so you guys can join that down in the description. Make sure you click that and join up in the whitelist here, join the contest for that. And then the sale is going to start at 4 p.m. UTC. So this will be 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on November 7th. And you can just, you know, Google and calculate what that time is in your time zone if you're in a different time zone. But that will be November 7th, which is this Sunday, and that will be Sunday at noon for me in Eastern Standard Time. Here is, you know, when you click that link down below, this is what the page looks like. And again, it has all the details here and the price for the thing. Now it says there's only going to be 1,000 slots. So this is going to be very limited once again. Okay, so only 1,000 people are going to get to take part in this IDO for the BNBH coin. So if, generally speaking, obviously this is not financial advice, do your own research, make your own decisions, right? Take responsibility for your financial decisions. You know, I'm not telling you what to do, but generally speaking, with very limited initial distribution offerings, initial coin drops, the likelihood of the value of those coins increasing when it goes to the public sale is pretty high. But, you know, obviously do your own research into it and see if that's something that you want to get into. And then you can join the contest to get one of these slots. You can see there's already 8,400 entries. So you're going to want to get into this and get your entries in there. And the way you enter, you know, you enter your wallet address, you join their Telegram group and their socials, you retweet some stuff, you check them out on YouTube, all the usual stuff if you've ever done one of these whitelist things before. Now, for those of you that are, you know, bullish on this project, you're excited about it, you want to get into this whitelist, in addition to this, still sign up for this, right? Still do this. But in addition to this, we are going to be giving out 7 spots, okay? 7 whitelist spots to the Six Pack Gaming community, all right? So all you have to do to qualify for one of these spots, you have to like this video, you have to subscribe to this channel, and then just comment something below that you are looking forward to in this game. Comment your favorite thing about this game, about BNB Heroes, and if you happen to be selected, I'm going to be selecting from the comments in the YouTube video here. So you have to comment here. And then from those selected, we'll get in contact with you. We'll get your wallet address in the Discord server. So if you're not in my Six Pack Gaming Discord server, make sure you join here. And then there'll be a YouTube giveaway section where you can enter your wallet address in that. But the only thing you have to worry about is just liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment with your favorite thing about this game. And 7 lucky commenters will get a chance to win a whitelist spot for this IDO. Okay, so that doesn't give you, it doesn't give you free coins, but it gives you a free spot of the very limited spots to be able to buy the coins. Okay, so you get to participate in the IDO. Okay, so I just want to clarify that you're not getting, you know, free coins to you, but you're getting a very good opportunity if you're excited about the game and you're wanting to invest into it. So that is the IDO. Now, the last thing coming up that I want to get on your radar and let you know about, well, one, we are going to be having some beta gameplay access later this week. So I'll be doing a second video to kind of go over that. And then we have the NFT sale for the characters. Again, it's going to be limited to just 10,000 of the heroes, and the heroes are going to be, you know, if you're familiar with like Axie Infinity, it's going to be like the origin Axies, right? There's only ever going to be 10,000 of them. They are going to be stronger and have better base stats than any future NFTs. So if you can get one of the initial 10,000, they are going to be sort of the rarest in the game and the, you know, the best value. Obviously, there's still the varying rarities. It's still RNG as to what you end up getting. So you could end up just getting a common, you could end up getting a legendary. There is going to be a whitelisting process for the NFT character minting as well. So make sure, again, that you're subscribed and you have the notifications on, so that as soon as I post the next video, I'm going to feature some of the beta testing gameplay footage, so you guys can see what this game looks like, how it plays, and all of that sort of stuff. And we're going to go over the details for the NFT minting, how to get in that whitelist, and how to, you know, secure your chance at being able to mint one of the original 10,000 heroes in BNB Heroes. All right, so that is everything. What do you guys think? Let me know. I am super excited about it with all the features that they, you know, have incorporated in this. I think they did a great job at focusing on the sustained economy, developing a really cool economic model, as well as offering so much utility for the token in game. You know, most of these games that you see, they have the option of like, the only options really are to spend the token to buy more, you know, NFT characters or whatever, right? But this one, right off the get-go, you're going to be able to use BNBH to power up and level up your warriors, to level up each of your individual buildings in your towns, to recruit new warriors, and, you know, tons of stuff. So I'm excited for this, but let me know what you guys think. Be sure to leave a comment down below, smash the thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe. And again, remember, we are going to be picking 7 winners for the whitelist to participate in the pre-sale of the BNBH token, so you're not going to want to miss that. All right, so that is BNB Heroes. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, until next time, train hard, game hard, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.